Hey guys, welcome back to round 2 of the Smite 3v3 Joust series. This is week 2, round 2 here, and we've got, Gormizer with me as Tiger, and we're now going to be watching the Bronze Boys versus Sweet Dreams as the bans are coming out. Kali Odin, and so far a Wheelish on the side of Sweet Dreams, and Hobwa going to follow that one up.
Yeah, a Wheelish, it's kind of give or take. That might be a targeted ban specifically to someone else. A Wheelix can be really good, but like we said with some of the other guys, she has that skill cap. Hebo, definitely a good pick. Glass Cannon there, but we did see the Ares pick coming out from the Ares ban coming out from the Bronze Boys, so pretty smart there as well. We didn't see Kali as good this last game, but they don't want to take any chances.
And I do like the Hobwa pickup with the Wheelix, just because it's like, stop having that extra knockup, and there's going to be the Bacchus who, like I said last round, and I still believe it, is kind of one of the stronger supports for 3v3 in the game mode, just because it does a lot of damage, has a lot of mobility, and Intoxicate covers the entire lane. And
Pretty
it's just
much.
super strong.
Geometry for the win. Bronze Boy's gonna insta-lock that Athena. Pretty solid pick for Joust. I kind of want to see what they build around it, though, to really capitalize on that taunt. We've seen Athena Medusa a couple of times, but maybe Bronze Boys will pull out something different.
And it's kind of I'm kind of interested to see Shablanc actually gets locked in here, and that's probably the first time I've seen him in the last 2 weeks out of the games that I've been watching for this. Shablanc not really favored because, especially like Kali, he's kind of one of the more late game hunters. He benefits very strongly off his passive, which is for him to have 6 kills to get an extra 30 power just permanently, and all in all, he kind of sits in that late game state, and he can do a lot of damage, but his clear not really known for much, as they did get Chang'e to go in with him, and Kronos actually being hovered over, and Kronos, I'm always a big fan, because Kronos is just incredibly strong.
Very strong. Now, I've seen Sweet Dreams play a lot, and in other tournaments that I've been in, I've seen them play, and Shablanc is a very big, just common pick for Chompy. They also played Chang'e very well. It's one of the times I can say they know how to play Chang'e. They have the skill cap for it. Xing Tian going to be hovered over, but a Cupid going to be locked in for the Bronze Boys as well. So we don't see a lot of Cupid, but his ultimate takes up the whole lane as well. So very useful there. Sobek actually going to be locked in. I kind of would have preferred the Xing, but Sobek, we see a lot of him in 3v3s as well. So your final teams are going to be, for the Bronze Boys, Cupid, Kronos, Athena, and Sweet Dreams, Shablanc, Chang'e, Sobek.
I'll admit that for the Bronze Boys, I'm kind of feeling iffy on that Cupid pick, just because last week there was a team that had almost the exact same roster. I can't remember what their Guardian was, but they had that Kronos, who's incredibly strong, and then they had Cupid, who's really not necessarily regarded as that strong. He does have a very good counter matchup to Shablanc, which I think is why Bronze Boys pulled it out here. But all in all, if Sobek can just kind of keep Cupid on lockdown, they throw him back, maybe Cupid can dash away, but the amount of damage that you can see come out of Shablanc and Chang'e in that short period of time is definitely going to be really high.
I want to see the Kronos kind of become the hedge pin of the Bronze Boys. We see Kronos a lot, and if you can play him well, the stop time is incredibly awesome CC, because it's a lot different from an Anubis wrap. Anubis wrap is very narrow, and I don't want to say super skill based, but with Kronos, you just throw that, and it's wider. It's going to cover those corridors leading into the red buff. It's just easier to maneuver, and it's easier to hit, and that makes him incredibly powerful and potent. And with Sobek, you got the knockups, you've got all the CC, you've got the plucks. It's just incredibly... It's going to be a nice CC game. So I will be curious to see how the Bronze Boys fare against Sweet Dreams. This is round 2 of the North American 3v3 Joust series, sponsored by HiRez. I'm Tiger. That's Gormizer, and we're going to bring you into the game here in just a second. Howdy, everyone. Welcome back to round 2 of the North American 3v3 Joust series, sponsored by HiRez. I'm Tiger. That's Gormizer. The boys in the blue trunks, the Bronze Boys. We have Boom Boom 963 on the Cupid. Achilles, yep, on the Kronos, and Dekinga on the Athena. I'll think of something witty to call Kronos here in a second.
Meanwhile, I'll be going with the easy names. We have Pinland Chief on that Chang'e, Chompy going into the Shablanc, and Rabbi Gromp going onto that Sobek there. And this is going to be kind of interesting just for a very initial matchup because Cupid went Throwing Dagger, and I'm a big fan of this item right now.
So you're feeling a little bit better about this Cupid pick now, aren't you?
Slightly. Like, I'm feeling better in it, but it's really going to be coming down to here. As it looks like we're going to see Sweet Dreams aggress on this red buff, and it's going to be up to Bronze Boys to see if they can contest it. Sweet Dream's not going to drop it. They don't care. It looks like it's going to fall and go to the Bronze Boys. And now a taunt going to come out. Stop time going to come down. Pinland Chief getting really low. A nice crit coming out very early from the Cupid. And Ak going to be the one who picks that one up onto the Chunga. Hey, this guy has to have a better name. Can we please, like, just... No?
I'll call him, we'll just call him Ak for now. Boom Boom looking incredibly low here, stuck between the Rabby Grump. But Rabby Grump gonna have to dash out. Boom Boom gonna have to do the same. Off on the side on the bridge, so he's a little bit safer here. But Ak just completely, I don't know, completely decimating so far in this game. He got the first blood here onto the Chang'e. That's gonna really hurt Pinland Chief. They're gonna really have to kind of build that Chang'e back up. She's level 3 right now. Everybody else is 4 for the most part. And Chrono's 5.
And when it comes down to it, like, it's got to be demoralizing, because not only did they just lose first blood, but they lost the red buff that seemed like it was going to be completely in their control. And as it falls, you know, red buff on Chronos, like, I wouldn't mind seeing that blue buff, because his abilities do a lot of damage, but putting that on Cupid, who's going to be able to throw out a lot of heart bombs, as well as, you know, just all in all have, you know, more dashes up, and possibly throw out some more hearts for his team is really going to be better. Is now it's looking like some of the members of Bronze Boys are just ready to keep fighting. Chronos being level 5 is definitely going to help having that rewind up. Stop time not going to connect, neither is Time Rift, and all in all just kind of a little bit of a sloppy engagement from Chronos.
Just a little bit, but I think they're going to be able to make up for it here in the next couple of team fights. Bronze Boys looking incredibly aggressive. Sweet Dreams going to kind of have to read out and see the Bronze Boys' tactics here before they can really fully engage. They do want to be careful with that Chronos, however, and Sweet Dreams are known to have used Chronos a lot and very effectively, so I think they know what they're up against. They're going to want to be a little bit more careful.
The scene here is one of the things I really like about 3v3 is the coordinated backing of the teams, because both of these all 6 of these players realize if 2 of us leave one behind, there's potential for that one person to just get eaten alive by the other team. And so they plan this like, okay, you know, we all have enough gold to be able to go back and buy certain items. We see Golden Bow coming out on the onto the Cupid. Transcendence started up for Shablanc, and Warlock Sash actually going to be going ahead and start on Chang'e. And this is kind of this is one of those things that I just... And I never know how to feel about it, because it's like you have 2 people trying to stack 2 items off of 1 minion wave, and I never know how I feel.
Sometimes we see teams try to stagger him. Rabbit Grump going to be aggressive upon it heavily. We're going to see the Shablanc ultimate Boom Boom going to get picked off, and Pinland Chief's ultimate is not going to connect. We're not going to see that Chang'e. Rabbit Grump going to have to dive into the waters here, going to try to get away, but Ak will be able to take him out on that Chronos. Choppy going to be the receiver of a heart bomb, but he will be able to jump and get out of that CC. The King, however, is going to be able to pull him back into a taunt. That will be his purifications, and Pinland Chief will be able to get out as well. 2 popped purifications within a second of each other. They're going to be down for a little over 2 minutes.
Dropped what? It was about 1 ultimate there to get a kill, and then grab 2 purifications and turn around and grab the red buff just with nobody able to contest it. All members of Bronze Boys going to back, spend some of that well-earned gold they just got, and honestly, Sweet Dreams is kind of sitting in a position where they need to think a little bit harder about what they're doing. I mean, Pinland Chief missing that Waxing Moon really did kind of spell out the rest of the team fight, because that's a huge stun for his team that just never got to come to fruition.
Unfortunately, we're seeing this Chang'e right now become more of a walking ultimate than a potent member of this team. Chang'e going to get taunted in by the Kinga. Pinland Chief going to be able to heal him back up, but Rabby Grump's right in the front. He's going to miss his charge for the pluck, and going to get punished pretty heavily for it. A little bit more poke onto Rabby from Ak, but not going to finish him off. Choppy going to be able to dash out, but Pinland Chief going to get pulled by that taunt. Going to have the 2 out of that one. And all members of Sweet Dreams got away relatively alive. Rabby Grump, questionable.
I guess staying alive in this case is definitely something that I mean, that's a very good start to how the game should be going, but It looks like the blue buff for Sweet Dreams is just going to be stolen away by Bronze Boys. So that's both red buffs and now a stolen blue buff away. And they're just, they're playing, Bronze Boys playing this to kind of check away that experience and the gold mark from Sweet Dreams. And we can see it, it's 1,500, pretty much of both XP and gold in favor of Bronze Boys right now. And honestly, with Sweet Dreams missing the abilities they've been missing, it's not looking like it's going to be changing anytime soon.
Unfortunately not, and Bronze Boys are doing something very smart. They're taking every little piece of experience and gold off of this board. There's no damage camp. Sweet Dreams don't even have their own blue camp. The only thing on the board right now, the Bull Demon King, the enemy players, and whenever you get a creep wave. So Bronze Boys are forcing Sweet Dreams to engage. If you want experience, if you want to get out of this predicament that you're in, you're going to have to engage us. And if you can't hit these if you can't hit your autos, if you can't hit your abilities, you're going to lose. And this snowball is going to, slowly grow and grow in favor of the Bronze Boys.
Now, Cupid actually started a Spiked Gauntlet in this last back, and I'm kind of anxious to see what he's going to be building, because all three of the items that you can get off of that tree are not necessarily anything we see built by ADCs anymore. Like recently, Bloodforge is kind of iffy. You don't really see Devourer's Gauntlets, but mostly Soul Eater is the one that I'm thinking that this Cupid is going to be aiming for, because it does kind of synergize along with his passives. We actually see a lot of aggression with the Taunt going to come out, but not really going to be able to get anybody other than the Sobek. And right now, he's getting to the point where he's too tanky of a target to really mess with, and Bronze Boy's just going to kind of back off. And it looks like Sweet Dreams might be going for the Demon King.
Sweet Dreams is definitely going for the Demon King, and it's too early in the Bronze Boys, or for the Bronze Boys, to really throw down any wards, because more than likely they thought they were in control of this match. But this is the perfect thing for Sweet Dreams to do to turn this around, and Bronze Boys are none the wiser. They're going to see this go down, they're going to see that buff around Sweet Dreams, and then it's going to connect. They're going to go ahead and take that, take the damage camp, and they're going to take their own, Sweet Dreams going to take their own blue. They're not going to be able to take their own blue camp. I lied. I guess they didn't know it was going to be there. Boom, I'm going to get plugged back. We are going to see the Cupid ult. Pinland Chief going to be able to take him out before anything can come from that. We are going to see Ak rewind on that Kronos. Going to be able to get all his health back. That's how quickly Sweet Dreams were able to burst him down. Just amazing.
Athena Taunt going to come through, and it's looking like a lot of aggression. The Taunt going to stop Sobek from aggressing, but Shablanc is there to be able to throw some of these autos, going to be able to pick up that kill. That's one tick onto the passive, as Dakinga is the one to retreat. He's under the Phoenix. One auto from Jumpy going to connect, but it's not going to be enough. And now it just looks like it's going to be a free tower for Sweet Dreams, showing that you can turn this around. It didn't look, nothing in this game was in their favor. Now they are only sitting behind about 200 gold, and they're about to make that up with a tower, and they've got that Bull Demon King still sitting around their waist, so that's definitely going to be helping them in these team fights.
Yeah, that's a nice regen boon for them. Boom Boom, looking really strong early game, but unfortunately kind of starting to fall off here.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, it's, I mean, Cupid is kind of one of those picks where it's like, he can do great or he can do poorly. And it really does depend kind of on his build. And he went into the Devourer's Gauntlets, and again, with two people stacking off the one minion wave, it's kind of different when it's Devourer's Gauntlets, because while Shablanc with that Transcendence is getting power, Cupid's getting just some lifesteal. I mean, he's getting some power out of it, but all in all, Shablanc going to have stronger and harder hitting autos than we're going to see coming out of Cupid, and I think that's going to make a big team difference.
I think they're trying to focus more on the ability Cupid versus what Shablanc is doing with just his overall potency there with the auto attacks. But we have Sweet Dreams pressing hard against this Phoenix here. Bronze Boys, all they can really do is defend at this point. They're going to try and catch all this minion wave, but Rabbi Gromp's going to go ahead and jump in. The Cupid ult will be pushed down. Rabbi Gromp going to be down into the waters here. Going to try to get away before anything else can happen. Chompy looking pretty low. He's going to pop his ultimate Pinland Chief. Going to narrowly dodge the Cupid, or the Kronos Time Rift. But unfortunately, Kronos will be able to take him out. That is a kill towards Ak. Rabbi Gromp also going to be taken out by Ak. That is a double kill. Will he be able to take the triple off of Chompy? Yes, he will take that triple with another Time Rift. Chompy falls. It is a deicide and a triple kill under that Ak to start feeding that Kronos immediately.
Kronos showing the reason that he is such a strong god in this, 3v3 tournaments, and just in general, honestly. And, hitting that rewind resets his cooldowns on all his abilities, so getting the stop time to be able to get the kills onto the Chang'e and to the Sobek there, and then just rewinding and then having all of his cooldowns again to be able to fight Shablanc, and at that point full health, like, it was kind of just a silver platter for him. And when it comes down to it, that's just the best thing for him. Now he's sitting at 5-1. He's finished a Book of Thoth. He's actually going for a double stacking build, and looks like he's got that Emerald Ring to go into the Telkind's Ring, and possibly a Demonic Grip. It really kind of depends on how the player feels. The red buff going to fall to Sweet Dreams, but all in all, kind of still looking, the map is in favor right now of Sweet Dreams, but the kills and gold and honestly experience overall in favor of Bronze Boys.
Yeah, Sweet Dreams lucked out in the sense that when they were wiped, Bronze Boys didn't have anything that they could really capitalize on. There were no buff camps up, and by the time the red camp came up, Sweet Dreams were able to snag it. Now I think the next point of contention is going to be this Bull Demon King, and they're going to definitely fight for it. A Time Rift going to take out at least a third of Chompy's health. That's ridiculous right there.
Purification, not Purification, he just got the CC immunity off of his dash. There's a taunt going to come down onto Chompy. Stop time going to connect to the Sobek, and actually Cupid being the one who looking like he's going to fall the fastest. Athena forced to ult, but Chang'e going to go ahead and pick up that kill. And now Sobek kind of blocking in Athena here, but it looks like she's just tanky enough. Although the pluck's going to be good, she's going to get thrown back. A taunt that's going to keep her barely alive. Stop time going to come through, and Kronos and Athena just sitting too low here. It looks like Sweet Dreams is just going to retreat and go for that Demon King.
Yeah, they aren't really going to be able to contend there. They're going to go for this Demon King here. Lots of damage going to come out from Sweet Dreams. It should fall relatively quickly. Bronze Boys aren't really going to be able to retaliate here until they actually come to their Phoenix. But with the Phoenix not being able to bring out any shots, it's all on Bronze Boys to take Sweet Dreams down with this buff, with almost full health. Rabbi Gromp maybe wants to get a little bit of healing there. But for the most part, this is Bronze Boys to defend off or Sweet Dreams to win.
And honestly, it kind of feels like Bronze Boys, just when you glance at the team comp, like Chang'e obviously being a very strong grab for Sweet Dreams here, but you don't really see Shablanc come out and to 3v3s like this as much as, he's been showing up really hard this game. I mean, he's only 1-1-3, but he's getting a lot of damage down, and accompanying with Chang'e having that Waxing Moon is just definitely going to be assisting her. Kronos, honestly, he's 5-1, but all of Bronze Boys together aren't really playing their gods as efficiently as I think they could be here, and that's part of the reason that these team fights just keep dropping. And all in all, they've still got to defend this Phoenix that's not going to be helping them at all. And some minions pouring in, and Sweet Dreams are there ready to fight.
Rabbi Gromp going to go ahead in with that tail whip, going to go ahead and knock them up. The King is going to go ahead and jump up. Kronos ult, or not Kronos ult, we're going to have the Cupid ult down. We're gonna see Chompy take out Ak. That is the biggest damage dealer out for the Bronze Boys. Finland Chief gonna be able to take out Boom Boom. All that's remaining is Athena, and I don't really think they're gonna be able to do much. The Phoenix will fall here. I do believe they're just gonna go ahead and go for the Titan. There's no one to really stop them. The Kinga not gonna be able to do too much and help falling rapidly. Not gonna be able to take them out in the damage in the camp, but Titan looking really low here.
Having another minion wave come in to help tank this, although Chompy taking the brunt of the damage right now. Looks like he's going to fall. The Kinga gets credited for that kill, even though it was the Titan, but it's not going to matter much as the Titan does fall. The game goes to Sweet Dreams, who, after losing a early game lead, managed to bring it back.
Yeah, that's a beautiful comeback story at this point. 6-7, down. Now they're up in kills, but that was only at the very, very end. But let's look at the numbers. It only just turned into Sweet Dreams' favor at the end.
Yeah, as we can look at it, Kronos actually doing, topping it out on the Bronze Boys is 8,000 damage, but Shablanc pulling out that 12,000, really kind of showing that he's still really strong, even though, not necessarily the most favored hunter for this game mode. Chang'e bringing out the 8,000, so more and more just Sweet Dreams having a lot more damage to throw down onto the other teams. And honestly, I think the biggest turning point was the best call that Sweet Dreams made that game was that first Bull Demon King, where they just said, okay, hey, they just all backed. They can't do anything about this. Let's go take it.
Look at the sheer just damage numbers that Sweet Dreams pumped out. Yeah, you got Chompy on with 12,000, Finland Chief 8,000, Rabbi Gromp 4,000. Nobody else came close with Bronze Boys. Yeah, Kronos has 8,000. But everybody else is in the 4s and 3s, just by sheer numbers. Cupid should have been way higher than that. And unfortunately, I think that's kind of where they started to fall off, was when Cupid became irrelevant. 0-4-4. Doesn't mean Boom Boom, it's not about the god, it's more just Cupid really falling off, especially when Sweet Dreams got that second wind and really started to see Penland Chief on that Chang'e be useful.
And as it was really just kind of, I mean, like you said, Cupid did 300 more damage than the Sobek did. And these kinds of, the damage numbers do kind of spell this one out, because a lot of this is team fight. But as it is, I think we will be going to a short break here as we wait for round 3 to start. We'll be coming back. I'm Gormizer, with me was Tiger, and this was the Smite 3v3 Joust series brought to you by Smite Guru and HiRez.